relationships in Avatar. Well, they get rough, buddy. Love triangles, cosmic pressure, girlfriends turning into moons.
Let's not forget locking someone up in jail after you broke up with her.
May forgave Zuko, okay? In fact, let's see how that all went down in this relationship timeline playlist.
And when you're ready for more awkward teen romance, watch Avatar Braving the Elements here on YouTube or listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Here's the full story of Aang and Katara.
Wow, you look beautiful.
When Katara was little, her grandmother told her stories about the Avatar. He disappeared from the world and hasn't been seen for 100 years. Katara had always hoped the Avatar would return one day to bring balance to the world. And if it wasn't for her, he would still be missing.
I need to ask you something.
What?
Please, come closer.
What is it?
Will you go penguin sledding with me?
Sure, I guess.
There was something about that goofy bald kid that just fascinated Katara.
Katara, try not to put all your hopes in this boy.
But he's special. I can tell. I sense he's filled with much wisdom.
See? Now let's step like this.
Aang didn't even realize how long he was frozen until she helped him piece it together.
100 years. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, Aang. Maybe somehow there's a bright side to all this.
I did get to meet you.
And as it turned out, there was a lot more about him that she didn't know.
You're the Airbender? You're the Avatar?
Aang?
No way.
After finding out Aang was the Avatar, Katara knew they could both find a waterbending master in the Northern Water Tribe. Alongside her brother Sokka, they began their journey to the North Pole.
And Sokka, I'm sure you'll get to knock some firebender heads on the way.
I'd like that. I'd really like that.
In a mere matter of weeks, the two of them experienced several near-death experiences. From a giant sea monster, a crazy Earth King, a band of pirates, and of course, firebenders.
Katara, don't ride the Unagi. Not fun.
Things were never this crazy before Katara met the Avatar, but she had faith in their journey, and she was doing everything she could to help Aang.
The Avatar disappeared for 100 years. You turned your back on the world.
Don't yell at him! Aang would never turn his back on anyone.
He told her the story about how he ended up in that iceberg in the first place. She was the first one to know.
Aang,
The fisherman was right. I did turn my back on the world.
you're being too hard on yourself. Even if you did run away, I think it was meant to be. If you had stayed, you would have been killed along with all the other airbenders.
You don't know that.
I know it's meant to be this way. The world needs you now. You give people hope.
Their friendship had grown strong, but for Aang, it was starting to become more than just a friendship.
Smoochy, smoochy, someone's in love.
Stop teasing him, Sokka. Aang's just a good friend. A sweet little guy. Just like Momo. Aang's just a good friend. Aang's just a good friend. Aang's just a good friend. Just like Momo.
That's rough, buddy.
After meeting the fortune teller Aunt Wu, Katara learned she was going to one day marry an extremely powerful bender. That's when Aang saw an opportunity to make his move.
Don't you think that cloud looks like a flower?
Shh. But it proved to be harder than he expected.
I like you, but more than normal. Never mind.
Luckily for Aang, Sokka was there to help him out.
The number one mistake nice guys like you make? Being too nice.
You can be too nice?
Yep. If you want to keep her interested, you have to act aloof. Like you don't really care one way or the other.
So, papaya.
Uh-huh. Would you like some?
You know me. I don't really care what I eat.
Okay then. See you later.
Maybe aloof isn't my style.
Turns out all it would take to woo Katara was a massive volcano.
Sometimes I forget what a powerful bender that kid is.
Wait, what did you just say?
Nothing, just that Aang is one powerful bender.
I suppose he is.
Speaking of giant balls of fire, not long after, they met a firebender named Zhang Zhang. He was going to help Aang learn firebending. Zhang Zhang was trying to teach him how dangerous fire can be and not to rush into any advanced firebending techniques.
Aang, you'll hurt yourself.
Katara! I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't for Aang, Katara would have never discovered a secret ability of her own.
You have healing abilities. The great benders of the water tribe sometimes have this ability. I've always wished I were blessed like you.
Zhang tried to tell me that I wasn't ready. I wouldn't listen. I'm never gonna firebend again.
You'll have to eventually.
No, never again.
It's okay, Aang. I'm healed.
What? How?
I'll explain later. But right now, we have to get out of here.
Over the next few weeks, Aang and Katara made their way to the North Pole, met a waterbending master, and saved the tribe from a Fire Nation invasion. But the two of them still had a lot of work to do. With Master Pakku heading to the south, Katara became Aang's waterbending teacher.
Your arms are too far apart. See, if you move them closer together, you protect your center. You got it?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
They began their journey to the Earth Kingdom, where Aang needed to find an earthbending master. Along the way, they met General Fong. He believed Aang didn't need to learn the other elements in order to defeat the Fire Lord. All he needed was the power of the Avatar state.
As the ultimate weapon, we could cut a swath right through to the heart of the Fire Nation.
Right, but I don't know how to get in or out of the Avatar state. Much less what to do once I'm there.
So it's decided then. I'll help you figure out how to get into the Avatar state, and then you'll face your destiny.
Katara had seen what the Avatar state does to Aang, and let's just say she wasn't too thrilled about Fong's plan.
I'm not saying the Avatar state doesn't have incredible and helpful power, but you have to understand, for the people who love you, watching you be in that much rage and pain is really scary.
After several failed attempts to trigger the Avatar state, Fong went to his last resort.
Please! You don't need to do this!
Apparently, I do. It worked! It worked! Safe! It was just a trick to trigger the Avatar state! And it worked!
I'm sorry, Katara. I hope you never have to see me like that again.
Oh, but she totally would later. But first, they still needed to get to Omashu. When a group of Fire Nation soldiers blocked their path, they needed to take a detour through a
secret tunnel! Secret tunnel!
Of course, that proved to be harder than expected. After getting separated from Sokka, Aang and Katara discovered a clue that may help them escape.
I was thinking, the curse says we'll be trapped in here forever unless we trust in love.
Right?
And here it says love is brightest in the dark, and has a picture of them kissing.
Where are you going with this?
Well, what if we kissed?
Us kissing?
See, it was a crazy idea.
Us kissing.
Us kissing. What was I thinking? Can you imagine that?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to kiss you.
Oh, well, I didn't realize it was such a horrible option. Sorry I suggested it.
No, I mean, if it was a choice between kissing you and dying...
Ah!
What? I'm saying I would rather kiss you than die. That's a compliment.
Well, I'm not sure which I would rather do.
What is wrong with me?
That's rough, buddy.
But it turns out love is brightest in the dark. That love helped them escape not only the cave, but the desert as well. After Appa was captured, Aang was absolutely devastated. The whole team was broken, but Katara was doing everything she could to keep the group together, even if it meant facing her fear of the Avatar state. Katara was always there for Aang. She was always the person that Aang could talk to about anything, but Appa's capture made him distant from her.
You need a hug.
Thank you for your concern, Katara.
But after making it through the Serpent's Pass together, Aang saw a glimmer of hope that was a reminder of how much she means to him.
I thought I was trying to be strong, but really I was just running away from my feelings. Seeing this family together, so full of happiness and love, it's reminded me how I feel about Appa, and how I feel about you.
Not long after that, things started to look up for Team Avatar. After they found Appa, Aang met a guru to help master the Avatar state. But it would come at a price.
Katara's in danger! I have to go!
No, Aang. By choosing attachment, you have locked the chakra. If you leave now, you won't be able to go into the Avatar state at all.
By teaming up with Iroh, he was able to find Katara in the depths of Ba Sing Se.
Aang!
But they barely made it out of the city alive. It took a few months for Aang to get back into Avatar shape.
I got a lot more skills to refine if I'm gonna fight Ozai.
You know, there is such a thing as overtraining.
But Katara was with him every step of the way. The time came to invade the Fire Nation and face the Fire Lord.
What if I don't come back?
Aang, don't say that. Of course he'll...
But when the invasion failed, Team Avatar needed to escape and regroup. They traveled to Ember Island, where they caught a showing of The Boy in the Iceberg, a play about Team Avatar.
Wait! I thought you were the Avatar's girl.
The Avatar? Why, he's like a little brother to me. I certainly don't think of him in a romantic way. Besides, how could he ever find out about this?
Oh, you're getting up? Can you get me some fire flakes?
But the play would create a lot of questions that Katara did not have answers for.
We kissed at the invasion, and I thought we were gonna be together, but we're not.
Aang, I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Because we're in the middle of a war, and we have other things to worry about. This isn't the right time.
Well, when is the right time?
Aang, I'm sorry, but right now I'm just a little confused. I just said I was confused. I'm going inside.
Ugh, I'm such an idiot.
That's rough, buddy.
With the status of Aang and Katara in limbo, Sozin's Comet was finally here. It was time to put their relationship aside and defeat the Fire Lord.
What if he loses?
Aang won't lose.
Aang was finally able to tap into the Avatar state and defeat Ozai, while Katara teamed up with Zuko to take down Princess Azula. After spending a year fighting evil and facing death dozens of times, Aang and Katara developed a strong bond. They became best friends, but it was time to become something more. They officially became a couple, but it would take Sokka a little bit of time to get used to it. After the war, Aang and Katara got married. In the years that followed, they started their own family. Their children, Bumi, Kaya, and Tenzin, would carry on the legacy of their parents.
That is one good-looking family, huh?
That's one happy family.
Together, they rebuilt the Air Nation and helped guide the next Avatar, Korra.
Aang's time has passed. My brother and many of my friends are gone. It's time for you and your generation to take on the responsibility of keeping peace and balance in the world. And I think you're going to be a great Avatar.
Thank you.
My first girlfriend turned into the moon.
That's rough, buddy.
Hold on a sec. Sokka and Princess Yue's relationship was so much more complex than just that. Let's dive into their complete relationship timeline. Now, this relationship might have only lasted a few days, but it had some drama, and it started at first sight.
This place is beautiful.
Yeah, she is.
Team Avatar had gone north to find a waterbending master, and our favorite Southern boy found much more than just that. At a welcoming ceremony for the gang, we were formally introduced to this ghost-haired cutie.
We also celebrate my daughter's 16th birthday. Princess Yue is now of marrying age.
Let's ignore that comment about marriage for now. Both water tribes were a little antiquated at times.
Thank you, Father. May the great ocean and moon spirits watch over us during these troubled times.
That welcoming ceremony was one of the first times Sokka got to showcase his master flirting skills.
Hi there, Sokka, Southern Water Tribe.
Very nice to meet you.
So, you're a princess, huh? You know, back in my tribe, I'm kind of like a prince myself.
Prince of what?
A lot of things. Do you mind? I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Okay, so that approach didn't go too smoothly. Let's try again.
Princess Yue, good morning. Hey, how about that picnic last night? Boy, your dad sure knows how to throw a party.
I'm happy you enjoyed yourself.
Well, it wasn't as much fun after you left.
See, he's not totally bad at flirting.
I'll meet you on that bridge tonight.
Great! I'll see you now!
Sorry.
That's okay. It was worth it. See you tonight.
And a date was set. It was official. It was just not going to last too long.
I made you something. I carved it myself.
It's a bear.
Actually, it's supposed to be a fish. See, it has a fin.
Oh. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have asked you to come here.
Yue's attitude changed faster than the tides. We still didn't really know why either. Until the next day, a violent conflict between Katara and Master Pakku led to a shocking discovery.
This is my necklace.
No, it's not. It's mine. Give it back.
I made this 60 years ago. For the love of my life. For Kana.
My grand-gran was supposed to marry you?
Yue got emotional at Master Paku's story, specifically around his regret about arranged marriages, which might have hinted at a grander issue for Yue.
No, Sokka.
It's okay. You don't have to say anything. I'll see you around, okay? Okay, now I'm really confused. Happy, but confused.
I do like you. A lot. But we can't be together. And not for the reason you think. It's because I'm engaged. I'm sorry.
Was that Sweet 16 actually like a betrothal celebration? Yikes. I suppose that should have been the end of it for Sokka and Yue. But come on! Just look at how much they actually enjoy each other's company.
So they don't have palaces in the Southern Tribe?
Are you kidding? I grew up in a block of ice. It's not exactly a cultural hub.
Sokka, this is wrong.
What's wrong? We're taking a walk.
I'm engaged. It just feels...
I know what you need.
Was their love inappropriate or undeniable? Perhaps both.
Is it always this cold in the sky?
Not when you're with someone.
Would they steal another kiss? Maybe they would have, if it hadn't been for the looming danger.
What's happening?
Oh no.
The last time Sokka saw this was when the Fire Nation came to take his mother. So talk about a mood killer. It also made apparent that these two were indeed playing with fire.
What's wrong? We have to go!
No, Sokka, wait. I can't see you anymore. Not at all.
What? We're just friends.
I wish we could just be friends, but I like you too much, and it's too confusing to be around you. I'm marrying someone else.
You don't love him, do you? You don't even seem to like him.
But I do love my people.
You're not marrying them.
You don't understand. I have duties to my father, to my tribe. I have to do this. Goodbye.
No, duty over love, that never works. But Sokka took Yue's lead. And for the good of the tribe, Sokka stepped in to defend the North against the Fire Nation. Then, in doing so, he was forced to work with a very unwanted ally.
I expect nothing less from my future son-in-law.
Princess Yue's marrying you?
Yeah. What of it?
Nothing. Congratulations.
Sokka actually had to work alongside the guy Yue was marrying? Well, to no one's surprise, that did not turn out well.
Princess Yue is wasted on a self-absorbed weasel like you.
Whoa, hang on. What do you care? You're just a simple rube from the Southern Tribe. What would you know of the political complexities of our life? No offense.
And cue fist fight. The chief put an end to all that. Sokka was told that he wouldn't be joining his peer on offense, and we all assumed that was a punishment. We might have assumed wrong, though.
Is something wrong, Sokka?
Oh no. Han's out there on the top secret mission while I'm here sharpening my boomerang. Everything's fine.
Listen to me. I took you off the mission for selfish reasons. I have a special task in mind for you.
What, you want me to scrub the barracks?
I want you to guard my daughter, Princess Yue.
Sure. That shouldn't be too hard.
Meanwhile, Princess Yue, Katara, and Avatar Aang convened around the tribe's most sacred space.
So is this the way to the spirit world?
No, you'll have to get there on your own. But I can take you to the most spiritual place in the entire North Pole.
Aang successfully meditated into the spirit world in hopes of tracking down the moon spirit for help, even though it had been under his nose the whole time. It was during that time that they were attacked by Prince Zuko. Aang was kidnapped.
Whoa! Here for a rematch?
Trust me, Zuko. It's not gonna be much of a match.
After rescuing Aang and Zuko, an unimaginable weight fell on the world. Admiral Zhao knew the moon spirit's identity and planned to eliminate waterbending from the world entirely. And this would have special consequences to Yue.
Are you okay?
I feel faint.
I feel it too. The moon spirit is in trouble.
I owe the moon spirit my life.
What do you mean?
When I was born, I was very sick and very weak. Most babies cry when they're born. But I was born as if I were asleep, my eyes closed. Our healers did everything they could. They told my mother and father I was going to die. My father pleaded with the spirits to save me. That night, beneath the full moon, he brought me to the oasis and placed me in the pond. My dark hair turned white. I opened my eyes and began to cry, and they knew I would live. That's why my mother named me Yue, for the moon.
By the time they returned to defend the moon spirit, it was too late.
Whatever you do to that spirit, I'll unleash on you tenfold! Let it go now!
Fueled by hatred, Zhao struck a deadly blow to the moon spirit. Waterbending was eliminated from the world entirely. The cost to fix it would be so much larger than Sokka and Yue's affair.
You have been touched by the moon spirit. Some of its life is in you.
Yes, you're right. It gave me life. Maybe I can give it back.
No! You don't have to do that!
It's my duty, Sokka.
I won't let you! Your father told me to protect you!
I have to do this.
No! She's gone. She's gone.
Princess Yue gave her life for the moon spirit, and Sokka lost the closest thing to love he'd known. And while light returned to the moon, Princess Yue returned to Sokka for one final kiss.
Goodbye, Sokka. I'll always be with you.
We're not sure how Yue's ex-fiancé dealt with the news, but the trauma from the Northern Water Tribe followed Sokka for some time. Like when he was lost in the foggy swamp, that swamp began producing hallucinations of people they yearned for. Princess Yue appeared for Sokka. Then later, when Sokka and Suki were getting romantic, Sokka just wasn't ready.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
No, you shouldn't be.
And even as Sokka watched some less than faithful reenactments of their journeys...
Wait, did you have pickled fish for dinner?
Goodbye, Sokka. I have important moon duties to take care of. And yes, I did have pickled fish.
You never told me you made out with the moon spirit.
Shh, I'm trying to watch.
Before we wrap up, I would just like to point out that if Princess Yue's fiancé was a little more competent...
Fire Navy uniforms don't look like that.
Then the moon spirit might not have met such a tragic ending.
Admiral Choi! Prepare to meet your fate!
Don't ever break up with me again.
You might think this was happily ever after, but there's a lot more to the full story of Mai and Zuko.
Azula?
Mai's known Zuko since they were kids. Even when they were young, there was always a little tension between them. It couldn't be more obvious to Azula and Ty Lee. They never missed an opportunity to mess with them.
cute together.
But don't forget what they had in common. While Zuko and Azula's father was obviously the Fire Lord himself, Mai was also the child of a political family.
Fireflakes, Dad?
Mai's father, Ukano, was appointed governor of Omashu, or New Ozai as the Fire Nation called it.
There really is no fathoming the depths of my hatred for this place.
Mai, your father was appointed governor. We're like royalty here. Be happy and enjoy it.
Honestly, Mai hated a lot of things. But she wasn't alone. Zuko also tended to find the bad in any situation. That's probably what made them fall in love in the first place.
Orange is such an awful color.
You're so beautiful when you hate the world.
I don't hate you.
I don't hate you too.
Zuko, could I have a word with you?
Can't you see we're busy?
When Zuko returned from his banishment, he and Mai finally spent some time together and eventually became boyfriend and girlfriend. But deep down, Zuko wasn't completely happy, but not because of Mai. Zuko was back home and had everything he wanted. It almost seemed too good to be true.
You seem so downcast. Has Mai gotten to you already? Though actually, Mai has been in a strangely good mood lately.
Zuko's uneasy feeling found its way into his relationship. Slowly but surely, this pressure was building and Zuko's temper became unstable.
Don't girls like stuff like this?
Maybe stupid girls.
Forget it!
During a party on Ember Island, he reached a breaking point.
Stop talking to my girlfriend!
Relax, it's just a party.
Zuko, what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
Your temper's out of control. You blow up over every little thing. You're so impatient and hot-headed and angry.
Well, at least I feel something, as opposed to you. You have no passion for anything. You're just a big blah.
It's over, Zuko. We're done.
Who broke my Nana's vase?
But Ember Island is a place of understanding others, as well as yourself. Zuko and Mai let their feelings known to almost the whole world, while Azula sat back and enjoyed the show.
I should be happy now, but I'm not. I'm angrier than ever and I don't know why.
There's a simple question you need to answer then. Who are you angry at?
No one. I'm just angry.
Yeah. Who are you angry at, Zuko?
Everyone. I don't know.
Is it Dad?
No.
Your uncle? Me?
No.
Then who? Who are you angry at?
Answer the question, Zuko.
Talk to us.
Come on, answer the question.
Come on, answer it.
I'm angry at myself!
Why?
Because I'm confused. Because I'm not sure I know the difference between right and wrong anymore.
You're pathetic.
I know one thing I care about. I care about you.
Well, those were wonderful performances, everyone.
That wouldn't be the last time Zuko and Mai broke up and immediately got back together. Regardless, after that trip, they were happy.
Tell me, if you can have anything you wanted right now, what would it be?
A big fancy fruit tart with rose petals on top.
You know, being a prince and all, I might just be able to make that happen.
That would be impressive.
Do you think you can find a fresh fruit tart for the lady? With rose petals on top?
Excellent choice, sir.
I guess there are some nice perks that come with being royalty.
But even when Zuko had everything he wanted, he started to question everything he thought he wanted.
So, how did it go?
When I got to the meeting, everyone welcomed me. My father had saved me a seat. He wanted me next to him. I was literally at his right hand.
Zuko, that's wonderful. You must be happy.
During the meeting, I was the perfect prince. The son my father wanted. But I wasn't me.
In Zuko's first war meeting since his return, Ozai conceived his plan to destroy the Earth Kingdom. Zuko knew right then and there he needed to leave to join the Avatar, even though it would break Mai's heart.
I'm sorry, Mai.
Dear Mai, I'm sorry that you have to find out this way, but I'm leaving.
Stop! This isn't about you. This is about the Fire Nation.
Thanks, Zuko. That makes me feel all better.
May, I never wanted to hurt you. But I have to do this to save my country.
Save it? You're betraying your country.
That's not how I see it.
Despite her broken heart, May knew deep down Zuko's intentions were good. When it came down to capturing him or helping him escape, May aided her ex-boyfriend over Azula, her best friend from childhood.
What are you doing?
Saving the jerk who dumped me.
Leave us alone. The thing I don't understand is why? Why would you do it? You know the consequences.
I guess you just don't know people as well as you think you do. You miscalculated. I love Zuko more than I fear you.
No, you miscalculated! You should have feared me more!
Come on! Let's get out of here!
You're both fools!
What shall we do with them, Princess?
Put them somewhere I'll never have to see their faces again, and let them rot!
It was a gamble on May's part, but her luck paid off. After Ozai's defeat, Zuko became the new Fire Lord. May was released from prison and, hey, got back together with Zuko.
May, you're okay. They let you out of prison?
My uncle pulled some strings. And it doesn't hurt when the new Fire Lord is your boyfriend.
So does this mean you don't hate me anymore?
I think it means I actually kind of like you. But don't ever break up with me again.
Together, they lived happily ever after. Well, not really. Through the first year of his reign, Zuko unknowingly began to distance himself from May. The new Fire Lord had been secretly meeting with Ozai in prison. Eventually, May found out. She claimed Zuko loved his secrets more than he loved her, and she left him. But May was still committed to protecting him at all costs. After Sozin's Comet, May's father Ukano created the new Ozai Society, a secret organization dedicated to overthrowing the new Fire Lord. As a feeble attempt to recruit May, he sent a boy named Kalo to present his daughter with flowers. The intention was that Kalo's romantic gesture would help enlist May into his society. Of course, May didn't fall for it. However, she kept seeing Kalo. May planned to use Kalo to spy on her father. While Zuko was off searching for his mother, May and Kalo started dating, despite Ty Lee's clear disappointment. Upon Zuko's return from the search, Kano's plans were set into motion. He and Azula organized the mass abduction of children across the Fire Nation, including May's little brother, Tom Tom. She and Kalo teamed up with Zuko and Avatar Aang to stop them. And then things got weird. Zuko was truly glad to see May happy, and he admitted to her that he missed her. May didn't take that very well. She told Zuko that Kalo liked her a lot more than she liked him, and that's the way it should be. She wanted to keep Zuko safe, but not at the expense of another broken heart. That's what May said, but it might not be how she felt. Unbeknownst to Zuko, she still had a secret photo of them together. Maybe she still loved him after all. At the end of Legend of Korra, Asami and Korra walked into the spirit world together. But how did their relationship evolve up to that point? And where did it go after the show ended? Here's the full journey of Korra and Asami's relationship.
Let's take control of this ship.
When they first met, Korra and Asami didn't exactly get off on the right foot.
This is my daughter, Asami.
It's lovely to meet you. Mako told me so much about you. Really? Because he hasn't mentioned you at all.
It didn't help that Korra was interested in Mako, who was dating Asami.
So I was thinking we should spend some time together.
We've been spending lots of time together.
I mean outside of the gym, and...
I don't know.
Asami and I are...
Look, I really like you, and I think we were meant for each other.
Korra, I'm really sorry, but I just don't feel the same way about you.
Forget I ever said anything.
Congratulations, guys! You were so amazing out there. Mwah.
While Asami was pretty open with Korra from the beginning,
I was hoping you'd stop by.
I was just leaving.
I'd love to have you come visit the estate.
I don't know. I have some Avatar stuff to do.
Korra took a little while to warm up to Asami.
So, what do you have planned for us today? Let me guess. Shopping? Makeovers?
I have something a little more exciting in mind. Ever been behind the wheel?
The only thing I know how to drive is a polar bear dog.
You want me to take you for a spin?
Let's do it. That was amazing. I didn't think we'd make it.
Well, you can't be afraid to mix it up sometimes.
I gotta admit, I had you pegged wrong. I thought you were kinda prissy. No offense.
It's all right. People usually assume that I'm Daddy's helpless little girl, but I can handle myself. I mean, I've been in self-defense classes since I was this high. My dad made sure I would always be able to protect myself.
Smart guy.
When Asami's father turns out to be working for Amon and the Equalists,
Join me, Asami.
Asami makes the incredibly difficult decision to turn against her father and join Korra, becoming a part of Team Avatar.
No.
I love you, Dad.
Things get complicated between Korra, Mako, and Asami.
Asami, did you know Korra likes Mako?
Oh, no, I wasn't completely aware of that.
You do like me?
Yes, but I like Asami too. I don't know, things are complicated. I've been feeling really confused.
I've noticed how you treat Korra. How you acted when she was missing. You have feelings for her, don't you?
What? No.
I like Korra, but you've been keeping the truth from me this whole time.
The truth? About what?
You're really gonna make me say it?
Yes, because I don't know what you're talking about.
The kiss, Mako. I know.
Look, things are crazy right now. Can we deal with our relationship problems later?
Well, there might not be any relationship to worry about later.
Asami!
Asami still supports Korra wholeheartedly.
How am I supposed to save the city when I can't even learn airbending? I'm the worst Avatar ever. I just feel alone.
No, that's nonsense. You're amazing.
Meanwhile, Korra and Mako begin a relationship.
I love you too.
But their jobs and their different goals get in the way.
I think we both know that us, doesn't work.
You're right.
It's over. For real this time.
After harmonic convergence, Korra and Asami grow even closer.
This is a disaster.
Don't worry, we'll figure something out.
Easy for you to say. You don't have my poll numbers. 8% approval? Who are they asking?
You can't take that to heart. People are just frustrated.
I don't blame them. I should be able to fix this. I'm the Avatar.
And their past relationships with Mako don't seem to be much of an issue for them.
How long do you think talking to Mako is gonna be like pulling teeth?
Well, Mako has never been the most in touch with his feelings guy. But it'll get better eventually.
So, when I was gone, did he tell you that we broke up?
Yeah, we all knew. Sorry.
That's pretty embarrassing.
Actually, I need to tell you something about that, and I should have told you this sooner, but while you were gone, I kind of kissed him. I'm sorry.
No wonder he's so nervous around us.
You're not mad?
No. I mean, I kissed Mako when he was going out with you, so...
You what?
I'm so sorry. I thought you knew.
I'm just kidding. I knew a long time ago.
Well, whatever happened with Mako, I'm glad it hasn't come between us. I've never had a girlfriend to hang out with and talk to before, except for Naga. This is nice.
Asami and Korra work really well together, whether they're training or fending off an ambush. Or on an escape mission.
Now that's just shoddy workmanship. There's no way I can get these locks off. I need the keys. Give me 5 minutes, then start yelling for help.
Get in here! Something happened to my friend! She needs help!
Where is she?
When Korra decides to save the New Air nomads by surrendering to Zahir, Asami has her back.
I've given it a lot of thought. I have to do this.
You can't expect us to sit by and just let Zahir take you.
The world has been out of balance for far too long. It needs the Air Nation back again. I can't let Zahir destroy it and everyone we love.
Be careful, Korra.
You too.
After Zahir poisons Korra, Asami is the one who's by her side, helping her recover and supporting her during Korra's darkest time.
There you go. All fixed up for a formal Avatar appearance. Take a look.
It's great. Thanks.
You know, nobody expects you to bounce back right away. It's only been 2 weeks. You need time to heal. I want you to know that I'm here for you. If you ever want to talk, or anything. But let's just try to enjoy this today. For Jinora.
You're right. Okay, let's go.
Korra leaves Republic City and Asami. She distances herself from her life there to try and recover from the poison.
I'm gonna write you so many letters, and just to get the ball rolling, here. Spoiler alert, Pabu and I already miss you.
Thanks. That's sweet.
Are you sure you don't want some company in the Southern Water Tribe? I'm happy to come with you.
No, I appreciate it, but I'll only be gone a couple of weeks. A little time alone will be good for me.
But in her self-imposed exile, Asami is the only one on Team Avatar Korra writes to.
Dear Korra, I miss you. It's not the same in Republic City without you. How are you feeling? Things are going well here. I just got a big contract to help redesign the city's infrastructure. So I'll be keeping pretty busy for a while.
Dear Asami, I'm sorry I haven't written to you sooner, but every time I've tried, I never knew what to say. The past 2 years have been the hardest of my life. I still can't go into the Avatar state. I keep having visions of Zahir and what happened that day. Katara thinks a lot of this is in my head, so I've been meditating a lot. But sometimes I worry I'll never fully recover. Please don't tell Mako and Bolin I wrote to you and not them. I don't want to hurt their feelings, but it's easier to tell you about this stuff. I don't think they'd understand.
Once they're reunited 3 years later, they're even closer.
It's so good to see you again.
You too.
And I'm loving the hair.
Thanks. You're looking snazzy as always.
Korra can open up to Asami about her doubts.
I thought you might be cold out here.
You're so sweet. Thanks.
Are you okay? You seem out of sorts.
Sorry. I've just been thinking about something Toph said. She told me that the world doesn't need me, and it's basically pointless to try to stop Kuvira.
That's ridiculous.
At the time, I thought so too. I figured she was just being her normal, cranky self. But I'm beginning to think she had a point.
No, she doesn't. The world does need you. You're the Avatar.
Once Republic City is safe, Asami and Korra decide to spend some time together. Just the two of them.
Wanna sit with me for a minute? I'm not ready to get back to the party just yet. I don't think I ever really apologized.
For what?
For being gone all that time. For not coming back sooner.
You don't need to apologize for anything. I'm just so happy you're here now. I don't think I could have handled losing you and my father in the same day.
I am so sorry about what happened.
Thank you. I'm just glad I was able to forgive him.
So, what now? Back to the dance floor?
I'm kind of all danced out. Honestly, after everything that's happened the past few months, I could use a vacation.
Let's do it. Let's go on a vacation, just the two of us. Anywhere you want.
Really? Okay. I've always wanted to see what the spirit world's like.
Sounds perfect.
Picking up where the show leaves off, the comic shows their spirit world vacation and their first kiss. They open up about their feelings for each other and how they developed. Back in Republic City, they tell their friends about their relationship. Korra wants to protect Asami from threats in Republic City, but Asami tells Korra she doesn't want her to be on guard as the Avatar when they're together. They smooth things out, and it's time for date night. Except it seems like Asami stood Korra up. That can't be the case, so Korra assembles the rest of Team Avatar to rescue Asami. Korra and Asami take care of Takuga and save the spirit portal in the process. Later, in Ruins of the Empire, Kuvira tries to drive a wedge between Korra and Asami by pointing out just how much Asami sets aside to help Korra. But there's no way Kuvira is coming between them. When Korra and Asami have to split up, Commander Guan kidnaps the rest of Team Avatar and brainwashes Asami, Mako, and Bolin into hating Korra for his own political ends. And even though Korra gets Asami away from Guan, she still thinks Korra is the enemy. It's heartbreaking for Korra, who's willing to do anything to save Asami. Kuvira and Baatar Jr. are able to bring Asami back. So Korra and Asami's relationship is stronger than ever. It's like Asami said, as long as they're together, they can do anything.